All right, let's take a look at an interesting blade that I just received. Now this one is the brand name of Harnds. You can see it says Harnds right there. Handy for life, etc., etc. And the label is kind of messed up, but it's the Update Assassin clip point. You can see where it's made, and that's supposed to say Warm Sand. That's the color, and it's new. And this is the only knife I've received from anybody that has all the specifications on a label on the box. There's the model number, blade steel Sandvik 14C28N, handle is Warm Sand G10, blade finish satin, blade length 3.78, overall length 8.9, and it is a folding knife with a ceramic ball bearing flipper. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing. It's really a nice looking knife, and it is a true assassin. I'm going to show you why, because right there on the blade marking there is the Harnds label, and on the other side it says Assassin 14C28N. Quite an intimidating name. So it's got ball bearing flippers, or it's got a ball bearing pivot, which really comes out nice. It's got G10 scales. If you look really close, you might be able to see the layers of whatever kind of fabric they used. It's 10 layers of fabric that they glue together with some kind of glue, probably an epoxy. It's got a one-way pocket clip. I'll show you how far that fits or sits in the pocket. So it sits that far down. It's not a bad pocket clip. And it says Harnds on the pocket clip. And you can reverse this, but you can't make it tip down, only tip up. Really flips out nice. Let's take a look at the traction notches. There's some up here, but they are kind of smooth. There are some back there, which are actually better than the ones on the blade. It's a flow-through design. Blade position is very good. And you can see it's a drop point, flat ground. And the overall length, I said before, was 8.9 with a 3.8 inch blade. And it weighs 4 ounces, which is not bad. This is really a nice handful. And it does have just a few little traction notches on the old flipper right there. Let's do a comparison. The first comparison is, this is a cold steel Koboon, and it's almost the same size as this really good assassin's knife, a Koboon by Cold Steel. Another one is, this is the Spyderco Military. I would say they are almost the same length. The Military is a bit longer. That's the Spyderco Military. And here is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Yeah, which is quite a bit shorter. And here is the Spyderco Paramilitary 3, which is a whole lot shorter. But it costs like 4 times as much. This was about $40, the Paramilitary 3. was 125 or somewhere around there. Well, let's do a cut test. And we are going to use some Hostess Ding Dong cardboard. And I did run this through the ceramic sharpener, just a few shots, but it really cuts nice. Very smooth. Smooth and silent. That's what an assassin does. I can see where this is going to be a really good carry knife. And one other thing about this, it does have a detent that is right about there. That is, let's see if we can measure this detent. It looks like it's about, looks like it's right at the, that's about a 25-degree angle where the detent comes in. And then once it gets past that, it just falls right closed. It's pretty good. Let's do a drop test before we finish. And it will be a drop test into a piece of pine wood, the 2x4, from about, oh, I'd say 18 inches. Missed that one. Let's try one more time. Try the other side. Okay, so that one stuck nicely. So it's got a really nice point on it. Like I said, it's 4 ounces, so it's a good weight. It's the kind of weight I like on a knife. And there is the Harnds Assassin. Let's give it some cowbell. Knuckle bump.